Did you know it's expected that by 2022, online videos will make up more than 82% of all consumed internet traffic? If you think about it, everyone is consuming more and more video content online, on our phones, and even on TV. Not only that, it seems that anyone can become a content maker. Production quality is important, but good communication is more than just about owning the right equipment and knowing the right shooting techniques. In this video, I'll give you 3 questions to help you answer who is and where is your audience. 2 very important aspects of storytelling that are often overlooked or considered too late in the process. I'm Stu Harris from Strategist, and these short videos are designed to help you embrace technology and during the story development process, craft more engaging stories. Convenience always wins. When it comes to sharing ideas, video is a sure way to get your story in front of more people fast. People want information, but they're time poor. Video is a convenient, fast way of consuming lots of information. We're all looking for ways to get the answers that we're looking for quickly. Perhaps you're like me, you have a ton of books on your bookshelf which you haven't read yet, but it won't stop you from buying the latest trending business title, and it won't stop some of us from also buying the audio version to consume the book during our commute to work or while cutting the lawn. All that said, it's often really helpful to grab a hard copy of the book to underline the big ideas. You know, we're information hungry, but we want it in a format that is convenient to consume. Sometimes it's simple information like an answer to a question like how to hammer a nail into the wall, and other times it's a more curious question like, will she really fall in love at first sight? The stories we're engaging with today are answering all sorts of questions, and brands are creating new platforms designed to contain these kinds of specific stories and reach different groups of people. I'm passionate about understanding the techniques in good storytelling, whether that's brands tapping into human emotion to connect in meaningful ways with their customers, or causes that take us into places we could never dream of going ourselves in order to experience another world. The creative process always starts with a story. I call this the seed. But in the development phase of an idea, I believe it's imperative we spend longer considering the audience and platform. Story, audience, and platform. These 3 elements are essential for good storytelling, but sadly, they're often overlooked. According to a study, 66% of viewers say most content is irrelevant to them. You've got great stories to tell and you want to make better, more engaging stories that reach more people, right? But you need to pay more attention to story, audience, and platform, and the co-relationship and priority between each of these. Here are 3 questions associated with story, audience, and platform every content producer should be asking. Successful writers will often start with a logline or summary statement of the story they're writing. Does yours? Can you distill down to a single sentence or 2 of what problem or question is at the heart of your story? Use this to keep coming back and asking whether your story is successful at resolving this problem or question. Another way to consider this, and it may be helpful if your story is a product or service, think story as value proposition. What's the value proposition your story is offering? Next, who is interested in the problem or question your story is posing? Who is even asking or looking for the answer to the question or problem your story is resolving? Get specific. Address who they are. Imagine you were looking at them. What do they look like? What are their interests? You now know more about your story and audience. Next comes the hard work. Where do they usually look for answers to these kinds of questions? What platforms do they go to? For example, do you usually go to the cinema to watch documentaries or entertainment? Ask the same question in the context of online video platforms like YouTube. It depends, right? The platform matters when it comes to the stories we tell. This could really reshape your thinking and help you get more of your ideas into production. For example, imagine you want to influence people about an environmental issue. Rather than pitching your 90-minute documentary to Discovery Channel, you might instead shoot a vlog-style series with a young person, an adventurous person who travels around the world. Each short episode, you take the audience to exotic locations to see firsthand the effects that waste is having on the environment. A YouTube series might be a fast way of getting your story to an audience, and passion and authenticity are key to motivating people to action around cause-related issues. Social media is a lower-cost, grassroots way of getting to an audience. In 2006, the producers of Hollywood film Blood Diamond spent $100 million to tell the story of corruption and human trafficking to millions of people. Today, jewelry brand Carrot is inviting people to use their spending power to take action and choose gentle diamonds, ethical, conflict-free alternatives for people wanting to buy beautiful jewelry. Two commercial vehicles, both using story to connect their message or proposition to audiences, but in very different ways. You're a storyteller, and you're always looking for ways to engage more people with your story. And in this competitive, ever-changing space where screens are dominant and competing for our attention, it's more important than ever to spend more time considering the co-relationship between story, audience, and platform in our quest to develop better, more engaging stories. I hope that this video has been of help. Perhaps it has inspired you a little today. Please consider subscribing to my channel, and I look forward to sharing another insight with you soon.